No, no, no. That does not go there. It goes over there. Yes. You're putting it in the wrong spot. That is for damage. No. Okay, I know. All right. Sorry. I know you're new. It's your first day, but you got to get a hold of this. Okay. That is where damaged cheese goes. Does this cheese look damaged to you? God damn it. We really got to get on educating these things. Okay, you're going to be coming back here. Get off the lift. Come with me. Yep, sorry, but you're not good enough to be on the lift. Okay, come on, back here. Hey, Tristan?
Yeah, what's going on, boss? What's going on? What do you want?
I got another idiot goat for you.
You got another idiot. Where are we gonna put him? We already got fucking 50 goats on receiving. We don't need that many people for receiving, and they can barely do their job. They can't pick up boxes.
Can you get him in, like, damage or something? Can he, like, just process damage back there in the back with Keith?
You think he's gonna be able to distinguish what kind of damage we got? He's useless.
Well, no, I mean, he certainly couldn't do it on the trailer, but maybe Keith could show him what to do.
Keith barely knows what he's doing anyway. Yesterday, I caught the guy sleeping on the job.
Oh my God,
Doesn't
you
know
can't
what he's
hire
doing.
good help.
No, you can't. We gave him a fucking raise like they wanted to, and they still don't know what they're doing.
Fuck, and you know what, and I hate that we gave them that raise, because we never should have started paying in the first place.
What do you mean?
We never said, this was never what Goat Island was supposed to be about, and then I came in here and I started charging people for the cheese and then having to pay for it. It's just stressing me out. We got all these bills and overhead.
That's what a business is, though. What are you talking about?
Look.
You just want to give it out for free? I mean, you want to do it like Bertram did it? I thought that was the whole thing. You didn't want to do what Bertram did.
Well, no, of course not. But look. Do you really think that this goat deserves to be paid to do this?
No, absolutely not. They want to pay him $15 an hour. That's ridiculous.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't deserve it. He didn't even know how to distinguish between damage on the truck.
I think maybe we should just fire him.
Oh, sorry, little guy. We're going to take you out back. Get you a different position. Hey, you're not capable of working it on this side. You might be better suited on the other side, milking you for cheese.
Come here, come with me. Alright, I'm gonna take him off. I'm gonna take him to start getting processed.
Alright, thank you, Tristan. I'm heading back to my office. Let me know if you need anything.
Excuse me, Clark.
Oh God. What is it, Beverly?
Clark?
Yes? Yeah?
I just got word from our correspondents who we were shipping the cheese out to in Goat, India.
Oh, yes.
They're pissed. They're pissed.
They're pissed?
They're absolutely livid.
Well, what happened? What was wrong with it? Did we not include the curry cheese?
No, we included the curry cheese, but it was all damaged.
It was Well, what
kind of goat do you have operating the forklift? Because they sent me pictures, and Clark, it's bad.
The worst you ever saw in all 40 years?
I haven't been working here for 40 years, but I've never seen damage this bad. It looks like they kind of just shoved it all in. They didn't put it in any sort of organized way, and when it wouldn't fit, they just pushed it with the lift.
And you said, oh my God, and it was the shipment to Goat India, which means we used a U.S. Foods trailer, didn't we?
We absolutely did.
God
damaged the trailer. So not only do we owe them another order for 30,000+, we also have to buy them a new trailer.
Oh my God. They want a new trailer too? It's not.
There's possibly a lawsuit going on as well.
A lawsuit?
Yeah.
What lawsuit? What are you talking about?
There's some sort of regulatory committee who thinks we're responsible for mad goat disease.
Oh, God. Dr. Xavier said he was going to keep this under wraps.
Oh, I know he did. Yeah, he definitely did, but...
It's still getting out?
Somebody's leaking information, and I don't know who it is.
I don't know, but
I wouldn't worry too much about the lawsuit, though. I mean, we have the money for the best lawyers.
Oh, we can hire Dyer, Garofalo, Mann, and Schultz?
Yeah, I definitely Dyer, Garofalo, Mann, and Schultz. I mean, they're on the payroll.
Oh, good. Yes, we have them on retainer.
Exactly, right. That's because when we got here, you said you wanted a tiger on your side, right?
Oh, well, of course. I mean, the tiger is the strongest animal I can think of. Certainly stronger than the goat.
Of course, Dyer, Garofalo, Mann, and Schultz, you know, remember the goat that got injured last month?
Steve. No, God damn it, why is everybody named Steve? Greg, googly-eyed Goingowitz?
Yeah, Googlewitz. Dyer Garofalo, Man, and Schultz representing him in a lawsuit against us as well.
Oh my god. Wait, they work for us, but they're also suing us?
They're double dipping.
Oh my god.
Well, they were injury lawyers. I tried to tell you that. It's their specialty.
Well, I thought that... I don't... Alright, Beverly, I have to have just like a few minutes
You can't
of silence.
blame injury lawyers for representing a client on an injury. I mean, they're on our payroll, but he's also paying them with money that we gave him.
God, oh my...
Doesn't make any damn sense.
It's really just... We're just paying him all around. They're just getting so much of our money.
Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous.
This is why we never should have fucking introduced money into this goddamn economy anyway. Beverly, I need a minute.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to my office, Beverly, and I am shutting the door. Please, just give me a moment.
Okay.
Oh my god. Barbara?
Yeah?
Set up a meeting with Bertram.
What time?
Oh god. As soon as possible. I mean, really, he's a...
Well, what does as soon as possible mean? Because I need to put a time in here. Our system doesn't allow it. What time?
Well, it takes about, I don't know, 15 minutes to get down to the jail, so 20 minutes from now if possible.
20 minutes from now? What time would that be?
Let's see, it's 6:23.
Not a calculator.
6:23? Could you put that in?
Yeah.
Thank you. Is he available, or like...
I don't know.
Well, I guess he's a prisoner, so, thanks, Barbara. Alright. Alright, thanks for the ride, DG.
Yeah.
The Goat Day TV looks really nice.
Yeah?
Looks nice. It's you got some new tires on it, and I like the new cup holders that you've added, and it looks good.
You haven't noticed though, dude. Look at me, dude. Do I look...
Yeah, you look good. You got the haircut.
Do I look a little different though? You notice anything?
You look happy.
Yeah. And I'm filthy fucking rich, dude.
Let me get you some of on that one, brother. What happened?
Oh, dude, I won $1 million. You didn't hear?
No, I had no idea.
Nah, yeah, dude, I won some, like, reality fucking show I was invited to.
Hell yeah.
Played against some guy there, dude, just like you.
Oh, that's odd.
But he got out, like, the first or second episode. I kind of just played it cool the whole time. Fucking got right through. I just sailed right on through it, dude. No issues. No, dude. Nobody ever voted me out.
Hell yeah.
Not even tried. So undisputed. Yeah.
Well, hell yeah. I'm very proud of you. I wondered where you were last week.
Oh yeah, dude. I was telling you for weeks I was doing that.
Oh. Well, DG, I'm sorry. It's just been, God, honestly, it's just been so busy.
No, dude. Yeah, dude. I get it. You're busy, dude. But I just want to let you know, hey, like, I know you're probably expecting me to come back into work, but I quit.
Yo, DG. Wait, no, DG.
No, dude. I just got enough to pay my bills for, like, the rest of my life, so, like, I'm done. No.
DG, no, please, no. I know you have enough money, but DG, I can't do this.
That's not impersonal, dude. Not impersonal. Just not going to work there anymore. It'll be no different, except... Well, it'll be a little different. I'm not going to be there.
What are you going to do then on the day-to-day? You just are retired now, or what?
Yeah, I'm retiring, yeah. I'm going to go ride my Goat ATV.
Well, you can't... God. DG, please, you can't leave me like this. This is the busiest time. We're really transitioning here. We're ramping up into the Christmas season. I can't do this without you, DG. You're the head security guard. I've hired so many new people. How are we going to implement constant security without you?
I mean, you can make me head of the entire asset protection team.
Head of asset?
Instead of just making me a security guard for one of your facilities. I'm a millionaire, dude.
You're right. You are a millionaire, but...
I've been doing security for 20 years.
Yeah, you're right. Listen.
Why is it such a, thought to you, dude?
Well, DG, I love you, but you just tried to quit.
No.
So, I mean, I'm just kind of questioning your loyalty here.
What do you mean loyalty?
Well, if you're willing to quit at the drop of a hat just because you got $1 million, I mean, why wouldn't you quit in a few years if you got bored of asset protection?
I mean, I probably will.
What the... Okay, listen, DG, I love you. I would love for you to keep working with us. If that's what it requires to get you to stay on at Capital Cheese, well, then that would be fine. But put in your application, just send your resume to Barbara. I'll make sure to look at it in the morning.
I haven't got a computer.
What?
I don't got a computer.
Well, you don't have to do it on the computer. You could write it, or, you know, old-fashioned style. You have $1 million, DG.
Can I just say my application to you?
Well...
Dear hiring manager, what's going on? My name's DG.
DG, I don't really have time for this right now. I really got to go into this meeting, but if you come back tomorrow at, let's say, same time tomorrow, we'll finish this conversation, okay? I promise.
Why would I come back if I don't work there?
Well, because I'm trying to get you the job, DG. If you want the job, I mean, you're
the boss, dude. Why can't you just give it to me right now?
DG, I just don't have time for it right now, and honestly, DG, you're honestly going to give me an aneurysm. I'm going to get out of the
I'm gonna give you an aneurysm, dude. What?
Yes, DG, you're stressing me out.
You're gonna give me an aneurysm, dude. You're telling me you want me to work for you? Like, you'll do anything you want, like, to keep me on the company? But, like, at the same time, like, I'm like, here's the position I want. I'm qualified. I have 20 years of experience, and you're still sitting there going like, oh my god, go talk to Barbara.
I know. It's just I'm really stressed out, and right now, I'm not even sure the company is going to be open tomorrow if I don't get through this meeting with Bertram. So, honestly, I just have to go through this meeting, and then I promise you, I will...
Promise me I got the job, dude. Can I also have a $10 raise?
DG, if you accept the position, the salary is $65,000 a year.
Can you do 75?
Oh... 70 is as high as I can do. 70.
I'll settle for 72.50.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll deal with that with Dyer, Garofalo, Mann, and Schultz, okay? We'll have them hammer out the contract, okay?
Cool.
Alright, give me some nucks.
Yes.
Alright, I love you, brother. Thank
love
you for
too,
the
brother.
ride.
Good luck with your meeting, dude.
Thank you. Have fun. Oh my god! He's spraying dust at me, god damn it. Okay. Hey, Bertram. Hey, how you doing?
You have a lot of nerve showing up here, Clark.
Hey, I know you're probably a little upset, but this is just the precaution. You know, we're having a very hard time back up there on the surface.
So I hear.
We're having... Mad goat disease is running wild, and I mean, I'm sorry, Bertram, but it's just safer for you to be down here.
Mad goat disease is running wild. Are you still running the cheese company?
Well, of course. I mean, that is the lifeblood of the Goat Island economy.
And it's also the lifeblood of mad goat disease, is it not?
Bertram, we've discussed this. I think your anti-refugee rhetoric is fucking disgusting.
Well, I think your totalitarian rhetoric is disgusting. You made a power grab. You're disgusting. You made a power grab in a peaceful socialist society. Why would you do that?
Bertram, you attacked me. This was not a power grab. You had mad goat disease, and you attacked me.
I did not have mad goat disease then, and I don't have it now.
You're showing signs of it right now.
You have ways of making people very angry, Clark.
He is showing signs. Is everybody somebody have a syringe? Alright.
Is everything okay here?
Yeah.
Is everything okay?
I think we're going to be okay, right, Bertram? You see the syringe?
Yes, we're fine.
Thank you. Sorry about that, Bertram. I don't like
Listen, you dumb fuck. I'm not going to fuck around. I have a goat on my side who is going to take down everything. Do you think I don't know what's going on here? I know everything about this island. I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Bertram, I think that the medicine for mad goat disease...
Don't talk down to me, Clark.
Okay, listen, I'll level with you, Bertram. Cut this shit. Listen.
Cut the shit.
Goat Island is crumbling because of this pandemic, this plague.
Well, no shit. I'm not there to run it.
Well, because you are incapacitated.
I'm not
frankly.
Incapacitated.
And this time, well, listen to me. Maybe you are not incapacitated now, so work with me like this, Bertram. Listen. Right now, it's a very unsafe time to be a goat on Goat Island. You are a goat. You're down here with the best medical care in a hermetically sealed chamber. It's a jail. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely jail. But you're medically safe.
I heard everybody up there is doing nothing.
Now listen. Upstairs.
No, but there's nothing happening up there.
Yes, there is, Bertram. You have no idea what's going on up there. And what is happening is going to mess with everything, okay? I have to be the leader right now because I can't catch this disease.
Why would you be the leader of a goat island?
Because right now, to be a goat on Goat Island is to be a snowball in hell. You will catch the disease and you will die.
I'll remember you said that, and I'll let every goat know that you think of them as a snowball in hell.
Well, right now with this damn disease, and that's why, Bertram, we can work together. You can still lead Goat Island from down here, but through me. What do you say?
You want to act as my proxy?
Essentially, you will get no credit, but I just need some help here. I need your contacts and your information. I'm struggling. Listen, I introduced money to the Goat Island.
Why?
Everybody wanted it. Everybody started complaining about compensations and fair wages once they learned about all of that.
Everybody wanted it, or you wanted it, Clark?
No, it's honest to God wasn't me. It was mostly Tristan. I mean, I'm just trying to open an honest dialogue with you.
Well, I guess an honest dialogue would include throwing your friend under the bus. So, make it socialist again.
Well, I'm having a hard time doing that because at the same time, we owe a lot of money to Goat India now, and they're kind of suing us, and I'm just having what do I do?
Well, just get rid of money. Get rid of money, and there's no money to be owed.
Just say we're done with money?
Yeah, it's as easy as that. I mean, you have all my powers. I was the most powerful person on the island.
You're right. I guess I should start acting like you. And if that's what you would do...
Or you could just keep money and then refuse to pay anybody.
So I keep... Okay, but then if I keep all the money and refuse to pay them, aren't Goat India going to attack us?
No, they're peaceful folk. They won't do anything. They're quite frankly weaklings.
Well, I guess that makes me feel better. Okay, Bertram, I think this could work. I will go up and I will announce that, okay, Goat Island make big mistake. We do no longer have money. And we'll see how it works. And then maybe that will just solve all of our problems.
Maybe your language could be a little more pleasant on the ears. I would never go up there and say, we make big mistake.
Well, okay, so like I need to get like a speechwriter, I guess.
Yeah, I mean you could just say we made a big mistake.
Well, if it's all about grammar, I mean, like that's not really a big deal, right? I mean, some of the goats don't even speak.
Just wait till you start dealing with politics, Clark. You're gonna have a really good time.
Thank you, Bertram. That's really nice of you to support me. Hey, is there anything I could do to make your accommodations more comfortable down here?
Yes, you could get me out of here, please.
Oh, no, I can't do that. Can't do that, Bertram.
You have the power to do whatever you want.
It is not safe for you, idiot up there. How many times do I have to tell you there is a disease?
What the fuck did you just say to me?
There is a pandemic.
I'm not helping you with anything.
No, well, you already gave me all the help I need.
I gave you terrible advice.
Well, I thought that was good advice, so, frankly...
Go ruin Goat Island, then. If that's what you're so hell-bent on doing, go do it, dumbass.
You're the dumbass who doesn't even believe there's a pandemic.
You're the dumbass who thinks he can run an island of goats.
It is not safe for a goat to be on Goat Island right now, like I said, but you don't even believe there's a damn...
It was perfectly safe until you showed up, Clark.
Your anti-refugee rhetoric is disgusting.
You are. Fuck you.
And your penis is small. Haha! Hello and welcome to MOATAIF. I always want to say we're back. I don't know why, but we're back for another episode, I guess. So maybe that's all I mean to say. But today we're having an interesting discussion. Sparked over text is when it began. And it's interesting because my mother, her name is Karen. And in some ways she exhibits the signs and symptoms of being a Karen. Only in that, you know, she's a middle-aged woman who's not afraid to ask for the manager. You know, she'll certainly complain. But today we're discussing sort of what it means to be a Karen, other types of Karens, different classifications of Karens. And I guess I want to say, This isn't supposed to be misogynistic.
What? It's not? Why would we have to say that?
Well, you know, some people are like, well, women are allowed to be strong and stand up for themselves and ask for the manager if they want to. And that does not make them a Karen.
Who the fuck Karen supporters are saying that? Fuck them.
Right, yeah, exactly. People named Karen, I guess.
I don't give a fuck what people named Karen think.
You know, my mom always used to, you know, she never, you know, I guess the Karen meme is more recent in history, but growing up, she always used to think it was cool that she was named Karen, just like the character in Frosty the Snowman, who, you know, the little girl in that movie is named Karen. And that was the major association for my mom for the longest time. She'd go, yeah, like Karen from that, but now it's certainly
such a common name though, Karen.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's yeah, yeah.
That'd be like saying like, oh yeah, my name is Mike, like Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, right. You know, just
isn't that
like
cool?
That one.
Isn't that cool? Like Mike Wazowski.
Right. Yeah, it's like she's definitely lame. There's no doubt about it. And I think that is a true characteristic of a Karen. I think Karen...
You think being a Karen means you're lame?
Oh, yeah. There's definitely a level of being lame to it. Think about like the lady, one of the classic Karens, the lady that went viral in that I was told by Apple Care video when she's like screaming in the Apple store. That's a lady that has some shame. Like, she should be shamed. Like, that's embarrassing. She's cringe. She's lame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's a level of being lame to that.
Yeah, it absolutely is lame. I feel like Karens are so balls deep in reality. Like, they're usually just identify as like, I'm a mother above all else. I feel like that's kind of what it is. They're just like, I raised 3 kids. I am entitled to a certain amount of something. And I hate that. I don't know I can embody it, but I hate that fucking attitude they have where it's just like,
Right.
But Karen it's a spectrum. Those are like the cunty Karens.
Mm-hmm.
That's cunt with a K, everybody, so it's okay to say. At work, I deal with way too many Karens. Way too many fucking Karens. And they're almost always store managers. Although sometimes I run into Karens who aren't store managers, and they're so fucking hard-headed. And it pisses me off. Like, I was bitching to you about this in, like, the group chat we had today about this fucking dumbass I had. I do tech support, folks. I've mentioned it on the podcast, I think. I think just on my jobs episode right at the end, so if you didn't know that. But, I do tech support for, you know, a major company. And this lady calls me today, and guess what her name is? It's Barbara. Guess when she was born? 1968. Perfect fucking Karen age. Oh my god. I get this call from her. Yeah, I got a problem with my computers. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Yeah, I can log into my back office PC, but I can't log in on the registers. We just got new registers, and frankly, they're all not working. I'm like, okay, well, so you can log in through the back office, but you can't log into the registers? Yeah. It's exactly how this call is going.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird because it's, you know, the same login credentials for both of them. She's like, yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with it, but we need new computers. Okay. I'm like, the issue is not with the fucking computer. So I'm like, okay. Right. Well, can you log into the through the back office for me? Yeah. She logs in. I was like, well, can you walk up front and try to do it on the registers for me? She goes up front. I get remoted onto the register so I can see what she's doing. It says wrong username and password. It doesn't say there was an error submitting this or anything like that. It said wrong username and password. Clearly. I'm like, okay, well, it's the same fucking password. So I'm like, okay, well, let me try to reset your password myself. So I reset it to something and just made my own password just to test. Logged in just fine right in front of her. She's like, oh, it's going to work for you. I'm on the phone for 20 fucking minutes with this lady because I had her reset her password again. I was on the phone with her for 20 minutes, telling me over and over again that her password There's no way she's typing her password wrong. No, I'm typing my password. I'm typing my password. There's something wrong with this. It's not me. I'm typing the password right. No, just like clearly you aren't. So I told her to make one simpler. And like by the time we even got to the end of it, because I told her to make a simpler fucking password. By the time we get to the end of it, she's like, okay, well, it works now. Probably won't tomorrow. Call you then. Just hangs up. That's the Karen attitude.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It's like they're only talking to people like me to get what they want. I don't know how to deal with it. I fucking hate them.
Yeah, it's like all the people that would get pissed all the time at Pretzel Maker. Like,
yes.
What do you mean it takes 2.5 minutes to bake fresh pretzels? Are you fucking kidding? There's such like a sense of entitlement to it. I've never really connected with it. I don't know why they have it. And here's the thing too, is there can certainly be male Karens because and especially in this scenario where like my mom Karen it has all of the tendencies of like going up and wanting to complain to a manager in that way and talk shit to people. But like when they were here visiting, we went to Betty Bomber's, a restaurant that is in an American Legion hall. Weirdly, but it's this it's like set up like a 1940s diner inside there. The prices do not reflect that. The prices certainly reflect that it's 2020. And we had 8 people or something. We had it was me, Will, Taylor, Mom, Allie, and Mamaw. So I guess there were 6 of us ordering all like a plethora of different things here at this diner. So it took a while for it to come, and Will ordered tacos, like street tacos that they had on the diner or on the menu, and they came out way after everybody else's food, and he said that the beef tasted like it had been sitting in the pan all day and like in grease. Like he's like, that's been sitting there all day. So they sit there, so he's livid, he's like absolutely pissed sitting there. My mom's on the other side of me, and they're like having this conversation, basically being like, well, take it back, take it up there and tell him it's gross. And he's like, yeah, I'm going to. I'm sitting there anxious as hell because I'm like, this is just not what I do.
Yeah.
I would just eat it, never go back. So, but like my mom eggs on Will. So like in some ways it's like they complement each other and just form one complete Karen. And so in that sense, I think there can certainly be some male Karens, and I don't know what their names should be.
I'm in a Karen page on Facebook, and people refer to them as Ken a lot, but a lot of people say like Mike.
Okay.
Or I'm trying to think of the more common names. Charles. Shit like that. Like I feel like male Karens are like they're usually like older guys who were like in the army.
Yeah.
Those are the people who are like they feel very entitled, but I feel like it's probably because they were in the army and they're like, I'll serve for this country. But right. I don't know, like I don't see them as much, but I know they exist. And like complaining about your food isn't that big of a deal, but I feel like it's really a generational thing where it's just like for a while the attitude at like restaurants and stuff was just like, well, the customer's always first. Mm-hmm. The customer's always right. We'll do whatever we need to do to like keep our customers. It's not like that.
No, it is not.
Millennials don't play that game. They don't give a fuck about the customer.
No.
But like even if you were like a fucking waitress in fucking like I don't know like 1985 and you made like fucking $6 an hour, if that. Like I feel like they genuinely cared about making their customers happy. We don't care if you're not happy. You came here to get service. You don't like it, get the fuck out.
Right, never come. Like literally, I told the lady at Pretzel Maker, "Don't come back." Like we didn't give a fuck.
Right,
because I'm gonna get paid.
Yeah, at a certain point, I think our generation realized like we don't get paid enough to take this bullshit. And then like our parents and their parents' generation, they just feel like everything should be catered to them and like the way they want it to be, and it's just not like that.
No, it is not.
It pisses me off.
And like in that sense, that's why there's certainly like a spectrum of Karens, like you were saying, and Karen. There's the Karen. There's Barbara, like the 60-year-old version of Karen, the 70-year-old version of Karen.
Yep.
What were some of the other ones you were mentioning earlier?
Like a Melissa or a Stacy.
Those
Those are like 40 to 50-year-old women Karens.
Kathy.
Kathy, that's a really good Karen name.
Yeah, which is coincidentally my aunt. So my aunt, the only two daughters of my grandma, Jane, are Karen and Kathy.
It's weird because it's like you almost never see an in between. It's just like if you're like a Kathy or a Karen or a Melissa, it's like either they're like really sweet or they're like really cunty. Because it's like I don't know. I can't imagine a like nice Barbara to speak with.
No, Barbara Massey, was that her name?
Barbara Massey, she's nice.
Yeah.
I picture Barbara. I picture like an older woman with like a perm because they did that back then, and then they just never stopped getting perms because they thought it looked good.
Gigantic butt.
Gigantic, like, ooh, like if you saw it, there would be craters everywhere, the size of the fucking moon. Waddles, out of breath,
angry,
livid at everything.
Where's the pet's pride? Where's the pet's pride?
Who are we describing right now? Sherry Crothers is kind of who we're describing.
Totally. Sherry Crothers.
Sherry Crothers with a perm.
As a Barbara.
Dressed a little nicer than Sherry Crothers dressed.
Though Sherry is another, I think it could be a Karen name, but Sherry is like maybe right at the bottom of the Karen spectrum.
Right.
Because you could meet a really nice Sherry, but you could also meet, a Sherry that is just annoying as sin.
When it comes to customer service, too, like, I just feel like it's the boomer fucking generation that I can't fucking stand. Because it's like, when I have to deal with, in any job I've had, when I've had to deal with people my age, they're almost always cool. If something goes wrong, they understand. They're not mad about it. It's like Karens and, like, the guy Karens, they just throw fits when they don't get their way.
Right.
Why are they so like, why don't they understand things?
I can't tell you how many times people would like come up to me when I worked at Pepsi and be like, "Where's the caffeine free?" And I'm like, there's none back there. I don't know when they're going to get their next shipment. Well, you need to get more of the caffeine free, because us people can't eat. If we can't drink it, we can't get nothing. So you got to get us the caffeine free. I'm like, I get it, but like, there's nothing I can do about it. That is not my job.
Shit would happen to me all the time at Serve You Success, and that just fucking like triggered me. Excuse me, you guys haven't had the organic fucking Frosted Flakes anytime I've came in today. Anytime I've came in for the past month. And I spoke to somebody last week, and they said it was going to be in today. So can you go ask somebody where it is? Or go look? Thank you.
Fuck.
People legitimately speak to you that way, and it's fucking infuriating. I can't wait until every boomer dies.
Me too. But it sucks because it's like there's younger people coming up that way too. There was a guy that turned in to be a male Karen. He was at Menards, and we sold him a display grill because he wanted this last grill that we had. We sold him the display, told him, hey, these are sold as is because it was a display. We went through the whole process of loading it into his fucking, like, 4-door sedan that it didn't even fit in. I literally am climbing inside this dude's car and, like, unscrewing pieces of the grill to, like, fit it inside this man's car. He comes back the next day, and it's been missing a part. And I'm like, oh shit, I keep like coming back by him. I'm like, well, this is where our grill stuff is, of course, all of our accessories. Take a look there. And then while I go get my manager, and we'll, figure out the part that you're looking for and like all of that. He ends up being there for like maybe an hour, 2 hours trying to get this taken care of because we don't have the part, we don't stock the part, and he thinks that we should get the part for him. He's like, well, and he's like our age. He's like maybe 30 at the oldest. 28 maybe, and he's like, well, I just think that I wouldn't have bought it if I had known that it was missing a part. And we're like, well, we did tell you it was sold as is, so like it's not technically our responsibility to. I'm not doing any of this, by the way. I'm completely not involved in this. I'm just listening,
right,
and watching this guy's like body language change. And he literally went from like understanding to being like, this is really ridiculous, but it's honest to God, it was like not really our fault. But eventually what they came to after this guy like really started throwing a fit was to essentially have him order the part from Charbroil, and then they would somehow reimburse him for that. It was ridiculous, but he got what he wanted, and he was like younger. So it's a plague that we're never gonna get rid of.
See, it's like, yeah, that is like his fault
for sure.
Like, if that were to happen to me, I would have taken the L. But like, even somebody like Abigail, I feel like she would probably do that too, because like Abigail will like she'll get like really pissed when like the rules aren't in her favor. She's like, that's ridiculous. Why can't that be the rule?
Yeah.
That should be the rule. And I'm just like, okay, well, it's just not the rule.
Right.
Like, we can sit here and complain about it all we want, and like, we could go complain. Like, she won't go as far as complaining, but she'll get really mad about it. I'm like, well, it says it's the rule. There's not really much we can do about it.
Right.
And she's like, it's ridiculous. Like, they don't have to follow that rule. And it's like, yeah, that's true. It is annoying when people actually follow rules that they don't like have to follow. You're
right.
Especially because we know working places, like, you can bend the rules whenever you, like, kind of want. Like, if there's nobody, like, sitting there tracking things.
Yeah, certainly to an extent. So it's like, yeah, but, you know, it's kind of like when people would come up to Pretzel Maker and be like, well, they just mixed the two sauces for me the last time I was here.
Yeah, I mean, we would do it. I mean, we would do it for customers like we liked.
Right.
If you came up and if like we did, see at Pretzel Maker, I discriminated entirely. It's like if I liked you, like I'd find you all the deals. Like oh, you want to turn that into a combo? You want combo? Okay, I'm just gonna make this a little cheaper for you.
Right.
If I didn't like it, no, you asked for it all separately. You're getting it all separately, and I'm not ringing it up for you.
Oh, for sure.
Sometimes it's just like I don't even like the way you look. Do you remember at Pretzel Maker that time that guy came? I don't know if you were there, but he came up to the fucking counter and he's just sitting there going, I think it was me and Bree actually. He's like, we're like, can we help you out with something? Like, we got pretzels, like we got pretzel bites or regular pretzels. There's two kinds. And he's like, I don't even know what that is. And he's just. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember you telling me about it. I don't think I was there for it, though.
I don't know what brought that up, but it's fucking ridiculous.
People are just stupid, and they're like
unbelievably
caught up in their
stupid.
Own world.
Unbelievably stupid.
Sometimes it's like I don't think people ever take the time to just be like, I'm not the only person in the world. And especially like, you know, just in little things like people not paying attention, like running a stop sign or like, you know, coming over into your lane because like they didn't look because they just assume nobody's there, like just shit like that. It's like this
yeah, like do people just like not think? Like I had this fucking call yesterday at work. This fucking guy was like this woman calls in, she's like, hi, like our pin pad like isn't working. And I'm like, okay, what register is the pin pad on? Hold on. Register 3. I'm like, okay, what's going on with it? It's just like not working. I'm like, okay, does it have like a screen on it or anything? Like, does it have an error message? She's like, hold on. Somebody else gets on the phone. They're like, hi, our pin pad isn't working. It's doing the same thing it was doing yesterday. I'm like, okay. So I go back and look in the notes and I saw what it's. I was like, well, it says here yesterday. The pin pad said COM-port polling on it. Is that right? And they're like, I was like, is that what it's saying now? No. It's the same issue, though, so please do what you did yesterday. If it's the same goddamn issue, it's not the same issue.
Right. Yeah, right.
I don't know what's wrong with it. And, like, neither of these two fucking idiots knew that they weren't telling me what the problem was. They just go, it's not working. How am I supposed to know what part of it isn't working?
What do you mean?
I was like, is it declining transactions? Is it doing any of this? I went on this long list and they're like, it's just not working. And I just literally want to hang the fuck up and just like scream at people like, why don't they? I don't know. Dude, it's infuriating. Oh my God.
I don't know how you could put up with it, honest to God.
Most people I deal with are pleasant and they're not that stupid. But it's like when I deal with a store manager who can't type in a goddamn password, or I deal with somebody who fucking can't even describe what the issue is.
It's like, I don't know how you could do it. I honestly don't. I would have to hang up and be like, oh, accidentally disconnected.
Well, if we accidentally disconnect, we're supposed to call them back.
Fuck.
But like the other day, I actually did hang up on somebody because they kept me after my shift because they were trying to fucking fight with me that a fucking I kept asking for a model number on a printer. Literally have never had an issue with, never had a problem getting me the model number because it's right on the fucking side. And this woman's like, nope, don't got it. We don't got the model number on it. Probably too old. We need new ones. I'm like, okay, well, in order for me to get you new ones, I need the model number. You have 3 printers that you're saying aren't working. One of them has to have it on there. And I know it's on there. I know it is because it's embroidered.
Right.
It's embroidered in the plastic. She's like, well, the stick is off of it.
It's not a sticker.
There's no stickers on it. We need new ones. Hold on. Well, can I help you, ma'am? And then she's like helping people at the same time, but she's also at the same time demanding that I fix her things.
Yeah, that's somebody who deserves being hung up on.
I did. Yeah.
She's being a Karen.
Yeah, truly. It's just like, I'm surprised like she hasn't asked to speak to the manager.
Right. I mean, it's like the combative energy is just too much to deal with. I feel like luckily I haven't had to deal with that combative energy too much lately, thank God. I guess most recently would be like at Target when I worked there, but you know, I'm glad that I don't have to like interact with that many Karens except like just encountering them in the wild.
Dude, I deal with them on a daily fucking basis. And like, they're nice as hell when you fix their issue for them, but if you can't fix it, and they just want to go on and on about it, I'm just like, well, unfortunately, there's nothing we can do right now. We're gonna have to wait for somebody else to fix this. Okay, well, I need it. I kind of need this because I got 2 girls who can't get signed in, and I got to do this, and I got to do this, and I got to do this. So, and they just leave it at that. And I'm like, yeah, well, there's nothing we can do. Well, how am I supposed to do this? You can't.
You just won't be able to right now. Like, isn't part of your job to adapt?
My way of dealing with the combative energy is I just turn off. I just start talking like this. Yeah. Get so straight-faced. Yep. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. Oh.
Well, I mean, if that's what you have to do, I mean, I guess that's how you have to get through it. But, like, honestly, it would just be better if all of the Karens that are out there listening would just shape up. Stop taking everything so seriously. Like, I think that's like one of the big things.
That's definitely what it is. They're too serious. They need to fucking... Every Karen would be cured with smoking a fucking bowl every now and then.
Oh, absolutely. Including my own mother. Wish it could happen.
Wound the fuck up. Wound up.
Everybody just needs to take, like, a deep breath. Especially... And really think that, like, you know, this isn't really about you, any one of us. It can honestly be a depressing thought, but it is, you know, we're not the main character. I mean, we're certainly the main character in our own lives, but you have to think every single person that you encounter,
they're their own main character,
is also a main character in their life, which is another crazy thought to think about. But in that sense, if you're a Karen, you just got to be a little more relaxed because people hate you. And if you're like literally like I think it sucks because like for women in general, you know, like I want to empower women, but like this is like one area where I'm like, women, don't be empowered to be like a Karen.
Wow.
You know.
Wow. Bold.
If the empowerment's gonna make you be awful to everybody,
right? Because it's like we don't want men to be assholes. We don't want fucking Karens to be Karens.
Yeah. So if you're a male Karen or a female Karen, shape up, or you're going to be talked about on an episode of MOATAIF, you know? And all these years later, think about the people that I'm still bringing up that bitch that I told never to come back to Pretzel Maker. I'm still talking about all these people that, you know, and
influence you.
It's never in a positive, it's never in like a negative way. It's not for like, oh my God, you know that Karen, you know, she really shaped me up. It's always in a making fun of you way. So never think that anybody's taking you seriously when you're acting like that. And just stop doing it. Like, it's ridiculous.
That's true. Nobody's taking them serious at all.
Well, folks, I think that'll about do it for this week's episode of MOATAIF. Tune in next week for a very special live from Ohio, special out of nowhere episode coming up to your ear holes, hopefully next week. Tune in then and stay moat.
Confirmed, no butterfly wings.